You have broken the promise.
The answer to the riddle is at the bottom of your screen. Did you get it right? It's time for Know Your World, where we get to explore and learn new stuff about our world, like about a certain plant. How long can it grow? Do you want to learn that? Then this is your segment. It's time for Know Your World.
Hello children, today we are going on a trip to the Hitachi Seaside Park located in Hitachi Naka, Ibaraki, Japan. Covering an area of 190 hectares, the park features blooming flowers around the year. The park has become known for its baby blue eyes flowers with blooming of 4.5 million of the translucent pale blued flowers in spring, drawing tourists. In addition to the beautiful blue flowers, the park features 1 million daffodils, 170 varieties of tulips, and many other flowers. The park offers an array of activities that are not only enjoyable but also encourages people to move and be active, such as the athletic plaza in the forest, the air trampoline, the disc golf course, and the wading pool plaza. For those who are into bike riding, the park also has an authentic BMX course setup. Hitachi Seaside Park hosts The Rock, which is a Japan festival. The annual 3-day event is held during early August at the park. Such a beautiful place indeed. Talk about flower power. If you didn't know such a beautiful park existed, now you know. Let's discover more together next time on Know Your World. Bye!
On this segment of environment, we learn about how we can conserve our environment, like how we help animals not go extinct. Let's learn about our environment courtesy of Junior Spot.
1 of 5 of all hospital admissions and 4th overall most common cause of death in children, which is sad. However, hygiene education and promotion of hand washing practices can reduce up to 45% of these cases. In 2017, more than 500 million people promoted the simple life-saving act of washing hands with soap, and the number keeps increasing. Let's all join this cause and spread the word for healthy living, shall we? Here are the simple steps for washing your hands. Step 1. Wet your hands and apply enough soap. Rub your palms together. Rub the back of each hand. Rub both hands while interlocking your fingers. Rub the back of your fingers. Rub your thumbs and the ends of your wrists. Rinse well. Dry with a clean towel or tissue. Remember, always keep your nails short and well groomed. Keep washing your hands. Bye!
It's time for Phonology, where we get to make arts and crafts using simple materials. And maybe your hidden talent. Let's make a craft with Kavi on Phonology.
Hello children and welcome to Phonology. Today we are going to be making a paper piggy craft. Can you say that? Paper piggy craft. Yes. And for this craft you will need a paper plate, a pink one. You can buy a pink one or you can paint one. I painted mine earlier. Some glue, some black paper, and a sheet of pink paper. So the first thing we're going to do is fold our paper plate in half. Even set it down to test it. There we go. Perfect. Next, we are going to take our pink paper. Just going to cut it in half because we just need a piece. And we are going to measure how big our head of the pig is going to be. So I'm going to put the pink paper down and just take my marker and just show how big I want the head to be, about that big. Then I circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Gonna take my glue and I'm going to stick them onto the circle. another one on the other side. Okay, and you can even round the triangles out a bit so that they're not too sharp. Then I'm going to take my black marker. I'm going to put in my eyes and my pig's nose and a hat face. I'm also going to draw in the ears a bit. So that is what our piggy's face will look like. Okay. Next, we are going to stick the face onto the piggy's body. So I am going to take my glue and put glue on half of the piggy's face, just like that. And I'm going to stick it onto the paper plate, like that. Okay. Next, I am going to cut out 2 other pieces of pink paper for my pig's legs. 2 like this. Going to put them aside. Then I'm going to take my black paper and I'm going to cut it out as well, about that much of a rectangle. I'm going to measure and fold it on top of the pink part so I get 2 equal pieces. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to cut out 2 tips like that, and then cut it down the middle so I have 2 pieces. I'm going to put the glue on the pink legs. Okay, and I'm going to stick the black part right on top of it like that. Okay, then I do the next part and stick this side. All right, so I have my 2 legs. Next, I am going to open up the paper plate a bit. Going to take my glue, turn it this way, and I'm going to stick the legs on opposite, just like that. So I'm going to put some glue and stick the legs from under the paper plate. There we go. And there we have our piggy. We're all done. And it was so easy to make. I hope you enjoyed making this piggy with me. See you next time when we're going to make a toilet roll shark using a toilet roll. See you next time. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's time for birthday wishes. I love birthdays. You get to celebrate it with your family and friends. If you want to be part of this segment, just send a photo and a short statement on G3 NTV on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Today's birthdays.
Birthday today. Everybody say hooray. There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Everybody say hooray. There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Everybody say hooray. There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Everybody say hooray. It's your birthday today.
Did you like the first part of the show? If you did, don't touch the remote because we're going for a short commercial break. But we'll be back very soon. But before we go, here's a G3 jam.
Every day, NTV News Team moves you to the center of the action.
The security forces who took part in this operation,
Police are not taking anything to chance.
Moves you to the heart of the story to witness and record history.
Rendering the declared results null
and void.
Telling the story of Kenya
The growing importance of border in Mandera.
Matatus will be on strike.
and beyond.
The politics in the United States capital. It is the 7th edition of the Global Education taking place in Dubai.
When it comes to business, we crunch the numbers and unpack the detail with the latest information for your investment decision.
It's time to say goodbye to this note and karibu to this note.
In order for the manufacturing sector to be elevated from the ground,
Despite the government's promise to create at least 1.3 million jobs,
Moves you fast past the planes and trucks to bring you the triumphs and joys of our great men and women.
Moving stories that touch our hearts.
I didn't know that I could go back to school.
The back to school program has brought hope to these young mothers.
NTV News. News that moves you.
Every day, NTV News team moves you to the center of the action.
The security forces who took part in this operation
police are not taking anything to chance it.
Moves you to the heart of the story to witness and record history.
rendering the declared results null and void.
Telling the story of Kenya
The growing importance of border in Mandera.
Matatus will be on strike.
and beyond.
The politics in the United States capital. It is the 7th edition of the Global Education taking place in Dubai.
When it comes to business, we crunch the numbers and unpack the detail with the latest information for your investment decision.
It's time to say goodbye to this note and karibu to this note.
In order for the manufacturing sector to be elevated from the ground,
despite the government's promise to create at least 1.3 million jobs,
moves you fast past the planes and trucks to bring you the triumphs and joys of our great men and women.
Moving stories that touch our hearts.
I didn't know that I could go back to school.
The back to school program has brought hope to these young mothers.
NTV News. News that moves you.
Every day, NTV News team moves you to the center of the action.
The security forces who took part in this operation
police are not taking anything to chance it.
Moves you to the heart of the story to witness and record history.
rendering the declared results null and void.
Telling the story of Kenya
The growing importance of border in Mandera.
Matatus will be on strike.
and beyond.
The politics in the United States capital. It is the 7th edition of the Global Education taking place in Dubai.
When it comes to business, we crunch the numbers and unpack the detail with the latest information for your investment decision.
It's time to say goodbye to this note and karibu to this note.
In order for the manufacturing sector to be elevated from the ground,
despite the government.
Nation FM. More music and less talk. Nairobi 96.3, Mombasa 101.5, Meru 93.9, Nyeri 104.9, Eldoret 102.7, and Nakuru on 97.7. Follow us on social media on Facebook at Nation FM, Instagram at Nation FM, and on Twitter at Nation FM KE. Nation FM. More music and less talk.
At the age of 13 years old, after my parents passed away, I was chased home because of dance. So I was told to choose between school and dance, and May wanted to do both. And that's how Bob came to the picture of Divas. We have full scholarship.
Oh, bless.
You
couldn't believe it?
I was like, oh my God, this is a New Year present.
Stay tuned, let the show begin.
Sir, I'd like to report about something. It's about the death of Senator Reynoso. In today's life, a person always has two choices. The good and the bad.
Where did that come from?
Let's meet after New Year's Day. I'll hand over the evidence to you.
What's important is you stand by it. Whether it's life, family, and love.
Minasaka mali, twende
This week from Thika County, number 22, Tin Republic is dropping it like it's hot. Dropping the hottest jams courtesy of DJ Bash, and you get to hang out with myself and Martin Kimathi, and also one of Thika's hottest kids. Yes, he's called Edmond. We'll see all that on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. only on NTV, and don't forget the hashtag Tin Republic NTV.
Your eyes have been on the prize, left no stone unturned. Your focus has made you an industry leader, and now it is time to celebrate you. Nominate yourself or someone you know at Top 40 Under 40 Women 2019 at top40.pdafrica.com. Nomination runs from 26 July till 24th August 2019. Business Daily. More possibilities.
Delicious International Food and Music Festival, brought to you and Nation Media Group. To sponsor this event, please call us today.
This week on the She Word,
I have a really good relationship with my house help.
I've had several nannies.
If there's something I count as a blessing, it's the nanny I have now.
We discussed the role played by domestic workers.
She's the one that enables us to get out of the home, do what we love, and to provide for our families.
When you have a good one, you know you have a good one, and you treat them like your child.
Yes.
However, rogue nannies.
Some of them are from frustrated homes. The frustration that took them out of their home may continue in my own house.
Join the
my nanny can actually access my ATM.
Hashtag the She Word on the BBC.
Bungoma NV Churchill Show fans kutoka Western, are you ready? For the first time ever, live recording comes to the Litungu edition, Saturday 31st August at the Kiwanja Grounds Bungoma, a night of extreme fun featuring all your favorite Churchill Show comedians, backed up by local entertainers, hosted by Churchill. Get your advance ticket now at 1,000 shillings only, because at the gate it will be 1,500 shillings. Get your advance ticket by dialing *229 *29 hash or *483 *82 hash, or buy one at the Ketia Supermarket Bungoma. Churchill Show Bungoma, the Litungu edition for the first time. Saturday 31st August at the Kiwanja Grounds Bungoma. Kama beka, twende kazi. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because we all need to be there.
Welcome to the second part of the show. My name is Stacey Owero, and it's time to have more fun. To start it off, here's a movie trailer. What's your favorite movie? Maybe this could be your next favorite movie. Let's watch it together.
What is going on in this?
Promise to create at least 1.3 million jobs.
Moves you fast past the planes and trucks to bring you the triumphs and joys of our great men and women.
Moving stories that touch our hearts.
I didn't know that I could go back to school.
The Back to School program has brought hope to these young mothers.
NTV News. News that moves you.
Every day, NTV News Team moves you to the center of the action.
The security forces who took part in this operation.
Police are not taking anything to chance it.
Moves you to the heart of the story to witness and record history.
Rendering the declared results null and void.
Telling the story of Kenya
The growing importance of border in Mandera.
Matatus will be on strike.
and beyond.
The politics in the United States capital.
It is the 7th edition of the Global Education taking place in Dubai.
When it comes to business, we crunch the numbers and unpack the detail with the latest information for your investment decision.
It's time to say goodbye to Seaside and Karibu to Seaside.
In order for the manufacturing sector to be elevated from the ground.
Despite the government's promise to create at least 1.3 million jobs,
moves you fast past the planes and trucks to bring you the triumphs and joys of our great men and women.
Moving stories that touch our hearts.
I didn't know that I could go back to school.
The Back to School program has brought hope to these young mothers.
NTV News. News that moves you.
Every day, NTV News Team moves you to the center of the action.
The security forces who took part in this operation.
Police are not taking anything to chance it.
Moves you to the heart of the story to witness and record history.
Rendering the declared results null and void.
Telling the story of Kenya
The growing importance of border in Mandera.
Matatus will be on strike.
and beyond.
The politics in the United States capital.
It is the 7th edition of the Global Education taking place in Dubai.
When it comes to business, we crunch the numbers and unpack the detail with the latest information for your investment.
A hero on G3 gets to inspire us so that we can be better people in life, and maybe one day we can be like them. Here's today's hero.
My name is Christopher Graham and I am the executive chef at the Dusit D2 in Nairobi. As an executive chef, I'm in charge of all of the food, everything food related in the hotel, providing food for all the restaurants, for events, for functions, making sure that we're ordering enough food and that the food that we make enough profit, all the recipes are done, just basically organising everything to do with food. My father inspired me to become a chef. My father was a chef from a very young age, like myself, and I really enjoyed food through my whole life, and yeah, he inspired me to follow this path. Challenges in the industry are the working hours are not always fair. Depending on the sector of the industry that you work in, you can work long hours, you know, unsociable hours. So you have to work at Christmas when everybody's when everybody's having fun and celebrating and eating. You're the one that's cooking the dinner. So you're always kind of working when everyone else is relaxing, which is a little bit frustrating. Other than that, there's not really much else. I mean, I love my job, right? So I wouldn't do anything else. I would make sure that everybody was equal. Everybody was equal in terms of social status and in terms of financial needs, let's say. I think it's important that the world would be a better place if everyone was equal. There was no rich, no poor. You know, I think if I could change the world. It's quite a large question to ask, but I think that's one of the biggest topics if you're generalising the world. Get ready for hard work, long hard work. You have to love it if you want to be a chef. Make sure that you really love food and you love cooking, because it will take a lot from you and from your life. But if you love what you do, you never have to work, really. So just be ready to work hard, listen, and want it.
Hola! That means hi in Spanish. I love learning new languages like French, Spanish, Italian, and it's so much fun learning them. Let's learn a new language on to Some.
Hello, G3 fam. Are you ready to get down to business? Today we will be learning numbers 1 to 10 in Korean. The Korean language is isolate, meaning that it has no significant link to any other language in the world. Although some of the words in the Korean language are of Chinese origin, 35% of the language is original. Cool. So let's begin. Number 1 is il. Number 2 is e. Number 3 is sam. Number 4 is sa. Number 5 is o. Number 6 is yuk. Number 7 is chil. Number 8 is pal. Number 9 is gu. Number 10 is ship. Great job! Let's do it again. Number 1 is il. Number 2 is e. Number 3 is sam. Number 4 is sa. Number 5 is o. Number 6 is yuk. Number 7 is chil. Number 8 is pal. Number 9 is gu. Number 10 is ship. That was fun. See you next time.
How many storybooks have you read? I've read a total of 11 storybooks this year, and they've taught me moral values, and I've had so much fun reading them. Let's read a story on Storytime.
Good morning, children, and welcome to Storytime. Today we're going to be reading the story of the elves and the shoemaker. Are you ready to hear my story?
Yes!
Okay. There's only enough leather to make one pair of shoes, said the poor shoemaker to his wife. I'll stitch them in the morning, said the shoemaker. They went to sleep hungry. In the morning, he was surprised to see a beautiful pair of shoes in his shop. A rich lady bought them, and there was enough to buy more leather and more food. He would cut the leather, and the next morning there were beautiful shoes in his shop. Soon, the shoemaker's shoes became famous. The shoemaker and his wife kept watch one night to see who was making the shoes. A couple of little elves came at night to make the shoes. The shoemaker and his wife made bright little clothes for the elves and left them on the table some cheese and cakes. The elves wore their new clothes and had such a happy night. The shoemaker and his wife were very happy, and they lived happily ever after. All right. So, who can guess who was making the shoes for the shoemaker? Yes.
The 2 little elves.
Were they 2 or were they 3? Yes, the 3 little elves.
I like when the elves are making shoes for that poor shoemaker.
Yes, and you know they helped him make some money so that he could buy some food. Yes.
To see who was making that all shoes.
Yes, they went to check. They didn't know who it was. Could you have guessed that it was elves?
Yeah,
No, even you wouldn't have thought it was elves. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our story of the elves and the shoemaker. We'll see you next time on Storytime. Bye!
Do you love cooking? Cooking is so much fun. Here in Kitchen Corner, we get to learn how to cook different foods and have fun doing it. And maybe this can be your hidden talent. Let's cook on Kitchen Corner. Hey guys, welcome to Kitchen Corner. My name is Stacey Owero and I'm here with Chef
Kavi in the house.
And we're going to be making
Some very nice homemade hot dogs.
Okay, so what are we going to be using?
So for the hot dogs, we need two important things. So we need the bun, the hot dog bun. It's like a long bread. See how it looks like? And then we need the beef Viennas, the Viennas for making the hot dog. So Viennas are basically the sausages that you use for making the hot dog. They can be pork, they can be chicken, they can be beef. But for today we're using chicken Viennas.
Okay, can you use like a normal sausage?
Yes, you can. But the originality of a hot dog, you need to use the beef Viennas because they're slightly smaller and longer. It fits more on the bun. But the regular sausages are fat and small, so it won't fit on the bun properly. But these are the ones that are actually advised for using hot dogs.
So will you put onions inside?
No, I won't put onions inside, unfortunately, because we'll save the onions and the tomatoes and cucumber for our nice, probably next time recipe of a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. So for the hot dog, we have our Viennas over here, and we already have some boiling water inside. So there you go. So I'm just going. How many hot dogs are going to be eating? 2, 3, 6.
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, Mel, it's double. I need 4.
Okay.
So I'm going to put 6 Viennas inside, 2 for Stacy, and 4 for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just cover and on the heat, and like 2-3 minutes, it's done. Because the sausages are normally pre-cooked. So only like finalizing and making them warm and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. So as the sausages are boiling, I'm going to take some bread. You want to help me cut the bread?
Yeah.
So, but careful with the knife, So
Okay.
I'm going to take the bread, and then I'll show you. I'm going to do like incision, just like this.
Okay, not the whole.
No, don't cut it completely.
Okay.
Just an opening, So you can put the bun inside, the hot dog inside.
Okay.
You can put it like on the like this, and then support it, exactly. But watch your fingers.
Yeah.
Perfect. See how easy it is? So because you're eating 1 and I'm eating 3, you need to add some more. So there we are. So once you've done that, now you can be creative. If you need, like what you just said, if you want to put like tomatoes, you need to put like pickles inside the gherkins, you need to put onions, you want to put any type of spread, from mayonnaise to mustard to ketchup. You can get as creative as you want. You can even decide to put like butter, toast the bun to give it that flavor and kick, and then now put the Viennas inside. But for today, and that's why you don't eat eggs, right?
No.
Yeah, so today I bought ketchup and mustard. At least it's eggless, so you'll be good to go.
Can you grill the bun?
Yes, you can. So what you can do, you can actually apply probably butter or mayo or anything, and then grill it to give it that crusty kind of feel.
Okay.
Yeah. So once we've cut our bun, I'm going to remove the Viennas. I believe they're ready. And last one. Here we go. So there. So we have our Viennas ready. We have our buns ready. So what do we need to do? Stuff the buns with the Viennas. So I'll show you an example. You're going to make yours and I'm going to make mine. So I'm having 2, you're having 1, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to have a plate over there. And I'm going to take like a bun, open it, and then take the Vienna, put it inside like that. And then, so you can, and I'm going to put now the ketchup and mustard, So like something like this on top,
Can you use like only tomato sauce? Or?
Yes, you can use only tomato sauce without the mustard,
Okay.
So you can use actually the mayo if you eat eggs, but the eggless mayonnaise as well. And you can use the mustard and the ketchup. The 3 standard sauces you use in a hot dog. But if you want to omit the mustard, you want to omit the mayo, you only want ketchup, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's your turn.
Okay.
Use the tongue.
So
like that, and then stuff it inside. Yeah. And then now what do you want? You want the 2 sauces or 1?
All of them.
And you can dash the spread on there.
How, like?
Yeah.
Like
and
this?
Then remove, exactly. And now the ketchup.
So simple.
Yeah. And there you go. You have your hot dog ready. So like we said before, if you want, you can actually stuff it inside. Tomatoes, cucumber, lettuce, everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So easy, simple, quick, and amazing results after.
Yeah.
So it's about that time.
Yeah.
Testing time.
I can't wait.
The moment I've been waiting for as well. So we take that and we take this. And then we squish it so that the soda doesn't like ooze out. And then 1, 2, 3, go. Nice, huh?
Oh wow. I love the spiciness of the mustard.
Yeah. It's a tangy, like acidity. It has an acidity.
Yeah.
It actually adds a kick to the flavor of everything, right?
Do you like it?
I love it. I love mustard anytime.
Wow, I love. It could have tasted so much better with like onions and tomatoes.
We'll try that next time.
Yeah.
Put some onions, tomatoes, cucumber, and lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
If you enjoyed making this with me, make sure to tune in next time on Kitchen Corner. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys. See you.
We've come to the end of the show. Did you enjoy? I had so much fun. We got to show you all these crafts made out of glass. So see you next time, same time at 10 a.m. because G3 just got more adventurous with me. Bye, but before we go, here's a G3 jam. Bye.
Spend so many.
It's time to say goodbye to Seaside and Karibu to Seaside.
In order for the manufacturing sector to be elevated from the ground,
Despite the government's promise to create at least 1.3 million jobs,
moves you fast past the planes and trucks to bring you the triumphs and joys of our great men and women.
Moving stories that touch our hearts.
I didn't know that I could go back to school.
The Back to School program has brought hope to these young mothers.
NTV News. News that moves you.
Every day, NTV News team moves you to the center of the action.
The security forces who took part in this operation,
police are not taking anything to chance it.
Moves you to the heart of the story to witness and record history.
Rendering the declared results null and void.
Telling the story of Kenya.
The growing importance of border in Mandera.
Matatus will be on strike.
And beyond.
The politics in the United States capital.
It is the 7th edition of the Global Education taking place in Dubai.
When it comes to business, we crunch the numbers and unpack the detail with the latest information for your investment decision.
It's time to say goodbye to Seaside and Karibu to Seaside.
In order for the manufacturing sector to be elevated from the ground,
despite the government's promise to create